please welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
What's up, everybody? We are back with the Mickey Mouse edition of the headphones, as the other ones were dying. They were slowly dying. It was time to replace. But we are back with another edition of Value Hunting. Apologies. I think it's been like 2 game weeks in a row, both on Friday and last week, but we weren't able to do it due to scheduling. So we are back. We had a live edition of it. We got Levi in the chat. Mike's up in here. Gershot's here. Borland, Boudevine. Good to have everybody. Like the video, subscribe, do all that stuff. If you're new to So Rare, go ahead. Right in the show notes, in the description, you can sign up for So Rare using our link. You get 20 free common cards. And then if you buy five things off the auction, you get a 6th one free. You make us look awesome. And as always, too, in the show notes, you can find a link to the sweet Momentum Labs projections, which we will be using to find some value. If it's your first time here, what we do on the show is we try to find a couple of plays with a L10 of 20 or less to just make lineup building a little bit easier. Who do we have here? We got Jump Shoot. We got L Temp. Welcome to the show. Also, just a reminder, too, 5:30 tonight, we are back in action live before lock with our man TST and our guy Ghost. So that will be a fun one. And then we get the All-Star game week this weekend, which I'm pretty excited about. So the first thing we're going to do is look at some injury news because, man, a lot of stuff came out yesterday. So I'm going to do this. We'll start with the Trae Young information and then work our way up. Oh, I see Trent in the chat. Vincent's in the chat. Sean Grant, my man. Good to see everybody. Ooh, earned your first limited last game week. Bought a few limited cards as well. Hell yeah, Vincent. Congrats. Congrats, baby. All right, let's take a look at this is some of the underdog injury news. Now, again, we'll have a clearer idea of what this looks like as we get closer to lock tonight. But here we go. Trae Young is probable. John Collins questionable. Bogdan's questionable. Keldon Johnson's probable. Jeremy Sohan's probable. Trey Jones has been ruled out. Langford ruled out for the Spurs. We already know Reggie Jackson is now a Denver Nougat. Halliburton is questionable. Turner is questionable. Bam is probable. Hero is questionable. Depot already ruled out. Strus is probable. Gabe is probable. We know that this trade went through. Did my mic turn off? No, we're good. Sorry, guys. Dyson Daniels is still out. We knew that. Okay, LeBron James is questionable. That LeBron James injury seems for real. AD probable. Jamal Murray, who's missed like 3 games in a row, is questionable. Aaron Gordon's questionable. Rudy's questionable. Jeremy Grant was in concussion protocol. He's questionable. Andrew Wiggins is questionable. Kuzma's questionable. Kyle Anderson. Caruso, both questionable. Trendon Watford is probable, which Watford becomes an awesome play if Jeremy Grant misses. Zeke Najee's listed as out. What else we got here? Dwayne Dedman, congrats. You're on the freaking Sixers now. Sadiq Bey, right? That trade got tied up. So Sadiq Bey should be available. So should James Wiseman. We know Zion's going to miss another month. JRE, Jeremiah Robinson Earl is available to play. Embiid's participate and shoot around. Gary Trent's questionable. Precious is questionable for Tuesday. Hero now doubtful for Monday. Dario Saric makes his availability known for the Thunder. Okay, Trae Young is available. The other guys remain questionable. All right, there we go. That is our news. Holy crap. A lot of stuff happening right now. So let's go over to Momentum Labs, right? Again, if you are new to Momentum Labs, you can find the link in the show notes here. We're going to start with the cap of 20, work our way down. We're going to try to find a couple of guys in each mid-range, in each range. Some of these guys are questionable because of the extra rest before the All-Star break, right? Yeah, I think so. I think it's like an opportunity to give them a little extra rest. So not like long-term concerns, but for this game week, definitely a concern. All right, let's start in the 20s here. So first three guys popping: Gordon Hayward, Kelly Olynyk, and Zach Collins. So we saw Zach Collins go absolutely ham. We saw Kelly Olynyk is back and is doing pretty good. Kelly's been pretty good. His minutes has been fine. Gordon Hayward, man, is like super interesting because he gets hurt all the time. But that L10 is like super low, right? And if we look at, let me see how I wanted to see the scores from the weekend here quickly. Man, the NBA website sucks, but I wanted to check the Hornets game from Saturday. I watched most of the Friday Hornets game against the Celtics, but against the Nuggets, Gordon Hayward, let's see. Hayward played, scored 21 real points, couple of steals, couple of assists, couple of rebounds, played 36 minutes on Saturday. So this is a back-to-back too, right? So let me check Friday quickly against the Celtics. How many minutes did Hayward play? Gordon played 30 minutes again. All right. So regardless of the score situation, man, Gordon Hayward, probably, like, as long as you risk him just snapping an ankle. Gordon Hayward is pretty intriguing. Zach Collins, let's talk about him for a second. I mean, he absolutely smashed in that first game for the Spurs. It went to double overtime against the Pistons. I feel good about this. Like, I think the Zach Collins thing is I'm going to keep rolling with Zach Collins. I think his cap, like, he's probably not going to put up 50 again, right? Or 60, whatever the hell it was. But I mean, he's going to be out there. He's going to play a lot. He's going to be a double-double candidate. We're going to get to Mark Williams soon, but he's got some Mark Williams energy. He's probably a little more polished than Mark Williams, but same thing, right? Like 14 and 10, 12 and 11, stuff like that. So I like Zach Collins quite a bit. I'm going to continue to play him if I have him. Kelly Olynyk, like we said, he came back. He looked pretty solid. That's it for the 20 range. In the 19 range, the Sex God, he's got a cap of 19, a projection of 31. Jordan Clarkson is back, though, so keep that in mind. Sexton really popped because Clarkson was out. I still think Sexton is playable, but he's not the same smash. Zealy asking about Sohan and Keldon not reduce Zach Collins. I mean, it does a little, but it reduces maybe the amount of shots he's going to get, but Collins is still going to be on the floor the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, Keldon Johnson doesn't take Zach Collins minutes. Jeremy Sohan doesn't take Collins minutes. Those guys impact, like Bates Jop. Bates Jop probably takes a knock right now. Devontae Graham probably takes a little bit of a knock. I'm fascinated by the Devontae Graham minutes. Actually, I'm going to pull that up real quickly here from what game? Saturday. I'm more intrigued by the Saturday game that the Spurs plays. How many minutes did Devontae Graham play in that game? Because they had Keldon Johnson back and Sohan, right? Collins played 23 minutes, but I believe this game was pretty much a blowout. Collins played 23 minutes. Graham played 23. All right, so Graham still was out there for quite a bit. But yeah, I don't think it hurts too much. Anna says, do you do football as well? Anna, guess what? I just got into the Premier League, okay? So if you want bad football content, actually, I'll take that back. If you want good content but bad football analysis, you came to the right place. So you can watch me be an idiot. I'm a big Lewis Dunk guy now. I won a limited card in Premier League. Okay. El Crestus, thanks for being here. Levi says, I hate buying value players all the time for a game week because they just drop in price. Yeah, Levi. The key is to buy them when you think they'll be good plays later in the future. That's kind of what we did with Mark Williams. That's like what I did with Malachi Branham. Because once they pop, the fun don't stop. I don't know. Is that the saying? All right, let's keep going. Xavier Tillman, I think his upside's actually a little capped. I know he's going to project really good. His minutes are fine. Xavier Tillman's fine. I have Xavier Tillman. I'm playing Xavier Tillman. I'm not as excited about Xavier Tillman. Cap of 19, I don't know. Cap of 16, Xavier Tillman to the moon. Cap of 19, I'm like, whatever, Zaves. Whatever, Zaves. Dylan Brooks, I'm never going to play. I don't care. Malik Beasley in a new situation. Cap of 19, projection of 23. All of these guys are fine. They're not, to me, like Sexton is good. I like these 20 spots better than the 19 spots, though. We go to 18. Mark Williams. Mark Williams. He's my hero. Cap of 18. Projection of 35. He's great. Mark Williams is great. Price is probably inflated a little bit. He had two tough matchups, right? Or not two. What was the second game? Against the Hawks? I guess Capela's a tough matchup. Celtics aren't a great matchup. And he still produced. Okay. So if I have Mark Williams and play Mark Williams, I'm probably not going out of my way to buy him. Who, in your opinion, is good value for future game weeks? Levi, I think we missed some of the window of that because of the All-Star game. Like I was the trade deadline. I was like pretty big on getting some of these pieces before the trade deadline, but I'll take a look at that in a second. I'll take a look in a second here. Would you rather play Tillman or Hartenstein? Tillman. I don't trust the Knicks. Mark Williams, we talked about. There we go. He's smashing. Torrey Craig is fine. Torrey Craig's going to continue to start for the Suns. They don't have KD probably till after the All-Star break. I think Torrey Craig's fine. Whatever. Rubio's fine. Kuminga's fine. To me, it's Mark Williams and Torrey Craig is my two favorites. If Wiggins is out, Kuminga is a much better play. With Wiggins back though, right now, I don't know. All right, let's get to the 17 range. Struce, make Struce's lace. Yeah, with Hero probably not playing. Struce, Gabe Vincent, all good spots. We know Kyle Lowry's not going to play. Man, I got to tell you, though, these are like, I don't know how. I was going to say high risk, high reward. I would say like high risk, medium reward. Like you need Gabe Vincent to score like 25, 30 actual points because he's not going to get you a lot of assists and steals and stuff like that, right? Same thing with Struce is a little bit better at that, but Struce is really a 3-point chucker. So these two make me nervous, but they're fine. Jalen Noel, I like Jalen Noel. You need him to be productive in the limited time that he's going to get unless somebody gets ruled out. But I do like Jalen Noel and Jalen Suggs. I feel like we've talked about every single week, so whatever. And then J-Dubs, Jalen Williams of OKC. His cap's getting a little too high. I'm not playing J-Dubs unless I have to. The 16 range, we have Chantel Tama, Ty Jerome, and Jericho Sims. Ugh, Jericho. I'm not playing any of these guys. Ty Jerome maybe, but I'm not super stoked about all of them. I think Gabe is a better play than Struce at current caps. Yeah, okay. I just don't love either of them. JaVale McGee or Marjon Beauchamp, dude, I don't know, man. If you're at that point, I don't know what to tell you. We'll get down there, though. We're up in the 16 range. 15 spot, THT, whatever. We're going to do a drop. We normally don't do drops during the show, but I can do whatever I want. THT, So THT's been pretty productive in his minutes. He was like the only Jazz sub to play a ton of minutes this weekend. I think THT's in. I got THT just because of this. Hell yeah, L-Temp. I think it's fine. I think Talon Horton Tucker is fine. I think a lot of these guys down in this range are a little dicey here, but I think it's fine. Grant Williams. So the Celtics have 2 games. I'm assuming they are back-to-back. Is that why Grant Williams is popping? Because I saw Blake Griffin be popping as well. So I'm assuming they think Robert Williams or Al Horford or somebody sits. Let me just double-check this game week here because the Celtics don't play tonight, correct? They play Tuesday against Milwaukee, and then they play Wednesday against Detroit. So I bet they're saying Al and the Time Lord maybe sit against the Pistons. And if that is the case, because it's the back-to-back, then yeah, Grant Williams, Blake Griffin, Muscala, all of those guys become intriguing. I wonder, too, if you see Brogdon sit again. Probably not, though. The Celtics are going to be interesting. They're just so deep, man. They get so many dudes they can throw at you. Jayshawn Tate Derulo, whatever. I'm not going to talk about him. Dennis Smith Jr., Cam Reddish, Bones Highland. I am fascinated to see how Bones Highland plays, especially because, I think the Clippers are going to get another guard here during the buyout period. I'm fascinated to see how they use him and if he gets more minutes than we think he's going to get, or if it's the same thing of Clippers just playing everybody 24 minutes. But his cap's pretty low at this point. So let's keep going. Someone was asked about Ish. Why is Ish projecting really well? I'm assuming because his KD's still not there and they lost Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, right? So Ish is going to get his minutes. Ish. Bodivine saying Tate's been low. Yeah, Tate has been good. The Rockets, man, are just freaking hard to project. In the 14 range, Devontae Graham. I think Devontae Graham is risky, and maybe it's because deep down in my heart of hearts, I'm not a Devontae Graham guy. He played like almost 40 minutes, I think, in their first game when they were out with a lot of people. The second game, he played 23 minutes. Listen, because Trey Jones is going to miss this first game for the Spurs, Graham's probably fine. I don't know, though. I'm not loving it. Amon Bjork says, what do you think about Cam Thomas this week? Listen, I tried to tell the people. All right. Everybody victory lapped right away. There's something about the Brooklyn Nets organization that they just don't love Cam Thomas. He went ham for a couple of games and he played 18 minutes in the most recent game. So I don't know. I think Cam still has the ceiling that he can get like 40 real life points. You've seen him do it 3 consecutive games in a row. However, you just like there's a lot of risk there. And if you want to listen, you want to be glass half full. Well, the minutes that he played this weekend where it was only 18, maybe that helps keep his L10 down. There you go. You want to be glass half full. I believe in Cam. I like Cam. I don't trust the coaching staff with him. People ask about Trey Mann. I believe Trey Mann's in the G League. All right, let's keep going. Sammy Hauser kid, Mike Muscala kid, the Boston B-Town boys, go Celtics. Sammy Hauser's been starting with all of the injury news, right? With no Brogdon, no Jaylen Brown. Whatever, dude. So Hauser's got a cap of 14 and projection at 18. He's got to hit. He's just going to hit threes. He's not going to do anything else. He's only going to hit threes. He's not going to get you any peripheral stats. No rebounds, no assists, no steals, maybe some turnovers. So keep that in mind. He's a fine last play. I wouldn't go out of my way to get him in there. Same thing with Muscala. Muscala has been taking more shots than passes. Like he catches and shoots. That's all he's going to do. So if he knocks down some threes, maybe he runs into some rebounds. Cool. Shaden Sharp, whatever. Jack Landell, whatever. Let's get into the 13. TJ Warren. All right. If TJ Warren plays, it says he's probable. I don't know. His minutes might be interesting. Hayden Highsmith, he's probable. I don't know. Whatever. I don't feel comfortable talking about these Heat guys. 12, Watford, I already talked about. I think Watford and Wiseman are both very interesting. This says questionable trade pending. The trade has been approved. Okay. So Wiseman is good to go. The thing is, do the Pistons only have one game or are they just doing that? Do they only have one game against the Celtics on Wednesday? No, they have 2 games. So this is projecting he misses one game. I kind of like Wiseman if he's going to play. I got burned by it this weekend, though. So that's me. But I kind of like James Wiseman here. Watford, Wiseman, Bol, cap of 12, projection of 17. Bol just needs to run into some minutes, man. He's one of the most, no, they got 2 games, Ely. I just looked that up, baby. Did I look up Jaden Hardy? I did. They only have 1 game. My bad. I looked up Jaden Harden. My bad. Yeah, I do like Bol if they get him some minutes. Jamal Cain. Again, I think this is projecting Miami Heat dudes to miss a bunch of games. I'm not touching Jamal Cain. Jordan McLaughlin, I like. I mean, I do like him as a basketball player. I don't know what his upside is, but Nasir Little is somebody I want to pay attention to if Jeremy Grant is out. If he doesn't get through concussion protocols, I don't know. People are asking, Todd's asking about Jamal Cain. I don't know. Ransom Reed, what do you think about Jamal Cain? I know you're locked in with the Heat. Anyways, Nasir Little I want to pay attention to because if Nurk is still out and then if all of a sudden our boy Jeremy Grant sits, that's more minutes that open up for both Watford and Nasir Little. All right, let's get down to some of the real cheapy poos. Matisse Thybulle, he's going to have his first game with the Blazers. He's off the injury report. I don't know. I'm never playing Matisse Thybulle, but go for it. Nick Richards, we talked about him all last week. Nick Richards, all of the center minutes are between Mark Williams and Nick Richards, maybe a little Kai Jones, a little JT Thor, whatever. But I like Nick Richards a lot. He's very productive in his minutes. So, yeah, if you got Nick Richards, I think he's a fantastic play. Luke Kennard, we saw him out with the Grizzlies in this game against the Celtics. He hit a couple threes, I think. I mean, a cap of 10, right? Whatever. We like it. The Agbaji thing didn't work out like we thought it was going to last game week. Yes, and that projection reflects it, right? His cap's at 10. His projection came down sub 13. Paul Reed, the Sixers just signed Dwayne Dedmon. So, Paul Reed's minutes are in the pooper. Where can we get this Excel, says Ricardo? There's a link in the description. I'll drop it into the chat. It's behind the paywall here at Momentum Labs. Shout out Momentum Labs for sponsoring the show here. But that's where we get our projections from. I believe it's like $9 a month or something like that. All right, let me go back here. Let me go back to this. Let's get down in the 9. Daniel Tice is off the injury report. I don't know what they're doing in Indiana. Tice is playing too many minutes. Peyton Pritchard, he's going to get in. He's going to shoot 3-pointers. I love Peyton Pritchard if Malcolm Brogdon misses another game, but you have to that's taking a risk, right? Because we don't know how much time Brogdon is going to miss. I thought he missed that game because of personal, but if that's an injury-related thing and Brogdon's going to miss more time, then I really do like him because he's confident, dude. He's confident. He chucks. All right, here we go. Usman Garuba. Garuba has been so Bruno Fernando got traded, so basically it's just like Şengün and Garuba. So Garuba's fine. If Embiid goes out, who are you picking between Paul, the Wall, Montrez, and Dedmon? God, I'm picking freaking PJ Tucker probably. Why is JaVale McGee projecting well? I guess he's not projecting super well. We saw Isaiah Roby down here too. So Roby's got a cap of 8, a projection of 18. I know he started the last couple of games with Keldon Johnson and Sohan back. I imagine Roby goes back to the bench. He's going to back up Zach Collins. I believe he's going to play up the backup 5. Roby fouls the shit out of people, y'all. He does. He loves to foul. He's a big foul guy. We saw it this weekend. If you have Isaiah Roby, cool, go for it. If I had him and people want to play him, I'd be flipping him. 7, we got Ty Washington Jr. I saw people asking about Josh Christopher. Who is out for Houston that he is Jalen Green's playing, right? Yeah, Jalen Green's playing. I don't love Josh Christopher. So people, he's cap of 14, projection of 12. I know Ty. That's where we just left off. Ty. I mean, I don't know, guys. This feels like we're just taking shots in the dark. I don't know. Blake Wesley, that's another Spurs guy. He's getting some minutes. Blake Griffin, I don't love anything down here. Like Bryce McGowan. I don't know. Why is Bryce McGowan's projecting well? Dominic Barlow. Okay, dude. JT Thor. Udoka Azubuike, excuse me. Simone Fontecchio and JD Davison. I don't think honestly, guys, I'm not playing any of these guys. Ty Washington, maybe. Blake Griffin, maybe. Bryce McGowan's, I can't. Can somebody tell me the Bryce McGowan's thing? John Jackson in the house. There we go. What's up, John Jackson? I have McGee. Anyone 8 cap or below? Dude, I don't know. I mean, Ty Washington here at a cap of 7. Yeah, Ty. Ty's a better play. Technically, Blake Wesley. I don't trust Blake Wesley, though. Not if that. Well, Trey Jones is still out this game, so maybe. But down there, it gets ugly down there, y'all. It gets ugly. Who's your best pick for under 11 cap? Brissett probably. I'd go Brissett and then Richards. Brissett and Richard would be my 2 favorite. Low cap still I did talk about Jordan McLaughlin. I think Jalen Noel's upside's higher though, Borland. Just from I think Jordan McLaughlin's the better basketball player. I think Jalen Noel's the better fantasy player. This is truly an international game. Even the bench warmers are from all around the world now. There you go. That's how we bring it all together. Best 26 cap. We're 20 and under in this place, baby. This is a Leonardo DiCaprio show. 20 and under. All right, let me see. 20. What did you say? 26, Zealy? We see Andrew Wiggins, but he's questionable. If Wiggins plays, man, he's going to continue to be a good play. Franz's cap is down to 26. He's been struggle bus lately. Jakob Poeltl's somebody I want to pay attention to if somehow they move him into the starting rotation. He played backup minutes in their first game. I don't know what the hell Toronto's doing, though. I don't know if they're trying to win or trying to lose. With J-Mac back now, Noel really isn't playing the point when he's in, but I agree on the upside. Yeah, I just think I both agree. I like Jordan McLaughlin's I like him way better as a basketball player. I love Jordan McLaughlin. Monty Morris or Cole Anthony. What do we do with the Hoggy? What's the Hoggy? All right, Monty Morris. It's probably Monte Morris has a cap of 27, projection of 25. Cole Anthony's right below. Oh, I thought I just saw him. Cole Anthony has a cap of 20. Okay, yeah, it's Monty Morris. Wow. I wanted to scroll up to our VIPs, MVPs. Also, take a second to like the stream and subscribe to Team Hold if you haven't done that yet. And just a reminder, I'll actually drop the link into the chat so you can bookmark this, hit the little notification bell, baby. But at 5:30 Eastern, we'll be back here for Live Before Lock, where we'll be breaking down all of the late-breaking injury news. We'll go over all the projections, all of that stuff. So make sure you have that locked and loaded. We do that every Monday and Friday at 5:30. Although this coming Friday and this coming Monday, we'll have a guest host, maybe on a guest channel too. But I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, let's look at the MVPs real quick, see who's projecting very well. You got Nikola Jokic with 2 games. He's got the second highest projection. No, I'm sorry. Luka's got a cap of 52, a projection of 63. Dame's got a cap of 56 and a projection of 59, and then it goes Jokic after him. But you also have Embiid at 57. LeBron being questionable. I'm not touching LeBron this week. I'm not doing. Oh, G Dunn. What's G Dunn? Are you doing this to GPT chat? He says, "What's AD's cap?" And he's a good play with LeBron likely to sit tonight versus the Blazers, or is Dennis Schroeder a sneaky play? Yeah, Anthony Davis is always going to be a good play. I actually think AD's cap has come down a little bit too because he's been having some piss poor games. But at some point, like cap of 45 with maybe no LeBron, I kind of like. Dennis Schroeder's been balling lately, but his cap's all the way up to 28. So Dennis Schroeder's a sneaky bad play. How about that? People asking about Brunson and Maxey. Trent, Maxey, dude, had a really good game off the bench. The thing is, he's coming off the bench, so it makes me a little bit nervous. He's got a cap of 27 and a projection of 30. So I don't know how great his minutes are or how safe it is. He's got some upside, though. And Jalen Brunson, on the other hand, cap 42, projection of 42. So there you go. All right, no more questions like that. Let me go. Hold on. Let me catch up here. What was I going to do? So Luka with a cap of 52 and projection of 63 is pretty awesome. However, we've only seen one game with him and Kyrie. Morant cap of 40. Morant, I feel like it's slowed down. AD down here, though, is one of like the better MVPs here, or one of the better second guys into a champion lineup. You know what I mean? And then also down here, you got LaMelo Ball's cap is down to 42. James Harden is down to 42. They both project really well. You got a Donovan, Sabonis, like all these guys in 37. So it's going to make for a high scoring day. Greg, I know what you're doing, Greg. All right, let's go over to Sorare. I'll set up a lineup. Let's go. Let's play. I'll set up my lineups and then we'll get out of here in a second here. Let me here we go. We'll build I'll build my contender lineups first. We'll build my contender lineups. So this is what I was going to do, pretty straightforward. I actually, like, full disclosure, sold a couple of rares to try to feel better about dropping all of this money I spent on going to the All-Star game this weekend. Sexton is still a good play, but I do think he comes down a little bit. All right, so we're going to start with DeRozan. We're going to start with Williams. I think we're still going to roll with Branham. I think we're just going to go Tillman and Jericho Sims. I think that's the squad, even though I hate Jericho Sims. Everybody else projects pretty well. DeRozan, I think, has 3 games this week, actually. Let's look up DeRozan, who's been pretty bad lately, but he's got 3 games. So unless DeRozan's rare starts pumping, that's probably going to be my squad. My limited contender, though, I think is going to be kind of fun. So same thing. I'm going to start with Mark Williams. I think I am going to ride the Wiseman train. They don't play until Wednesday. I'm just going to hope he's ready to go because this gives me an average of 26 from here on out. And so let me go. Candyman out here trolling Mike. I know. But it comes from a place of love. I think I wanted to try to get Sabonis in here with a cap of 37. The only thing is he only has 1 game. So maybe I actually go Keldon Johnson here with 2 games. Or because Keldon has a cap of 32. Let's actually do Keldon, see what that gets us. Gives us a cap of 24 the rest of the way. We could probably get Wiggins in there if he's going to go. And then let's see if we've got anybody else down here. We got Branham with 20. And that leaves 2. That leaves us a cap of 2. We could get up to 28 if we wanted to. Well, we could get up to 22 if we want. No, nobody at 22. We could go from... I guess we could go from... No, we can't go from Keldon to anybody. Actually, this is a pretty solid squad, right? Do we like this one? G Dunn saying he'll be ready for MLB, baby. There you go. Yeah, the whole gang's in here. We get the whole squad up in here. Free card of the day. Who's the best pick of the following? Quickly, Nyang, Bassey, Precious, or Grayson? I weirdly think it's probably Bassey. I think it's probably Bassey there. You think Zach Collins is better than who? Than who? I can't get Collins. Who's he better than? Is he better than Keldon Johnson? Who's he better than? Oh, Zach Collins. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Jack. Yeah, good point. Here we go. You're right. That was a better play. My bad. There we go. This might be my squad here. We got 2 Spurs. That makes me want to crap myself. We could do a limited champion while we're here too. Oh yeah, we have the underdog this week. Let's see what the underdog. Actually, let's do limited champion. Then we'll do my underdogs. I'm gonna redo all of these. I don't have a good chance. We just start with Ja. Then let's get Branham in this one. That gives us 33 the rest of the way. I think we could do, could we do Josh Green in here too? And then that gives me a 38 and a Fred VanVleet with 1 game. Jamal Murray, if Jamal Murray's going to play, he's a pretty good play. I think we just do this. Just do that right around. And then maybe we can get off Josh Green here, get up to 26. Anybody in the 26 range? Okongwu, if Capella's sat, maybe. Nah. We just ride with Josh Green. Or maybe Cam Johnson. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Cam Johnson. Let's do Cam Johnson. Let's ride with Cam Johnson. All right, let's see what we got for the trash, the underdog, baby. There's so 4,100 entrants already, 550 limited tier cards coming away from you here. So you get an average of 12. We saw Blake. I don't trust this Blake Griffin projection, but we'll start with Blake. We'll start with Blake, and then we'll get Watford in there. Liver's actually projected okay. Devontae Graham. I guess we roll with Devontae Graham. I wanted to see, can we get Kuminga, and then that gives me a 10 or below? I guess we could throw in, actually, Kira Lewis Jr. Let's talk about him for a second. Kira Lewis has been playing the backup minutes at the 1 lately after coming back from injury. So they don't have him projecting at all, but I want to talk about Kira Lewis for a second. I want to look at their games over the weekend here. They played Friday. Friday, the Pelicans lost to who? I know they lost. They lost to Cleveland on Friday. They put up 107 points. So they started this lineup: Trey Murphy, Brandon Ingram, Jonas, Herbert Jones, and CJ McCollum. Alvarado. Okay, so Kira Lewis only played 9 minutes, but in those 9 minutes, he had 8 points, a steal, a rebound, and an assist. Did they play on Saturday? Saturday. No, they didn't play on Saturday. I might roll the dice here with Kira Lewis Jr. Get a little frisky on him. Yeah. Paul Reed could hit. You're right. Paul Reed could hit. I'm nervous about Paul Reed though because they got Dwayne Dedman. So I also think Embiid's just going to play. Ransom Reed was asking about Barlow. Barlow's projecting really well. I don't know enough about Barlow. I'll be honest. I got a friend named Andrew Barlow. He's a comedian. I could tell you he's not going to project well to score. Well, he's probably scoring. You know what I mean? But I think he's supposed to be a solid play. Guys, the Spurs are a little bit more they're a little bit healthier now. I know they don't have Trey Jones, but they got Keldon and so on back. Like if we look at their most recent game, I just did this, but if we look at their Saturday game against the Hawks, they did get rid of Stanley Johnson. Barlow played 18 minutes. He played 18 minutes. They got rid of Stanley Johnson. What's this guy? He's a forward, so maybe he gets a little bit more run. But 18 minutes. There you go. 18 minutes. Go for it. Marco in the chat. Barlow or Ty? God, I don't know. Harrell is not the best play in the Sixers if Embiid. I mean, no, Harrell's probably the guy. They just added Dwayne Dedman, so it's like a third center in there. Plus, they go small with PJ Tucker. Like, it depends what they would announce as their starting lineup. If they announced Harrell to start, I love Harrell. If they announce Tucker's the starter, then maybe Harrell comes in first, maybe Dedman comes in first, maybe Reed comes in first. It's like pretty hit or miss. It's going to be tough. All right, guys, I have to stop talking. I have to rest my voice because this is becoming a problem. And we're going to be back at 5:30. We'll be back 5:30 live before lock. Make sure you're here. We're giving away a limited tier card unless we get up to 200 live viewers, and then we'll make that a rare tier giveaway. Make sure you like the stream. Subscribe to Team Hold if you haven't done it yet, and we will see you at 5:30. We out.